Yo, what's going on, guys? It's MADTREED here, and in today's video, I'm gonna go over the best settings to use right now in Black Ops 7. Today's the official release day. I'm gonna go over every single setting, controller, audio, graphics, everything. You know I got you. That way you can play better, it's gonna feel better, and overall a much better experience. Guys, I've over 2,000 plus wins in Warzone. I've played every single Call of Duty multiplayer, every beta that came out. You know I got you guys. So to see more setups like this, make sure to smash that like button right down below. And if you haven't already, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's completely free, and come hang out. I do stream over on Twitch on the weekends. You guys are always welcome. Let's get right into this. So guys, some of the settings have changed a little from the Black Ops 7 beta from many months ago. So we're gonna hit start and let's go right into the controls here. And I'm, again, personally on controller. I play on Xbox Series X Next Gen with an Elite 2 controller with the paddles on the bottom, just for some context. So guys, we're gonna go over every setting, and I'm gonna try to go as quick as I can. If you need to, please pause the video, but this is a good starting point. What I would say is this, guys. Horizontal stick sensitivity, I use 1.35, and the vertical stick sensitivity, I use 1.30. For me, I feel it needs to be a little slower this year, the way the aim assist is working in this Black Ops 7. So if you want to start here, maybe go up or down, but this is a good baseline to start, okay? Personally, I like it a little slower. Next, we're gonna go down here. Pretty much everything's default, but we need to turn off controller vibration. Again, we don't need to be shaking everywhere while we're playing. It's definitely turn this off. The big thing is dead zone inputs. So we're gonna go here and hit X to show more. And this is personally the way that I like it, that feels the best for me. So I make sure left stick min is on 0, left stick max we have 70, again right stick min 0, right stick max 75, and then I leave left trigger, right trigger at 0, 0. That way we get the fastest input when we press those buttons, all right? You might want to tweak this a little. Some people like right stick all the way to 99 to max it. I personally like 70 and 75 for this, so you're in between that range. So give it a shot, play around with this, and it really all depends on your controller. Next, we're going to go up top, go to aiming. This is pretty important here. So sensitivity multiplier, we're going to hit X. And the way I have it set right now, looking at this, it's default, but as you can see, this is set at 0.80 for ADS sensitivity multiplier. So this is going to be grayed out, and I'm going to show you why in a second, so don't stress on that. We have look at inversion, we have on standard, I left that. Aiming, advanced settings, we need to go in here and make some changes. ADS sensitivity transition timing, we want instant. We want to be as snappy as possible. Make sure you have instant. Get that one up on your competition. Third person, I left assist. Aim response curve type, huge guys. We want dynamic. And I left the curve slope scale default. You could mess with this, but I would not recommend it. Leave that on default, but we want dynamic. It's overall consensus the best curve type to use. Now, custom zoom sensitivity, this is why it was grayed out on the other screen. So if you ever run into that problem, it's probably because you turned this on. So we're gonna turn this on, and we're gonna hit X to show more, and I bumped this down a little. So for me, I like between 80 and 85 on these, and I went 80 for these three, for low zoom, 2x to 5x. That's personally like the way I like to play, and you might want to play around with this, guys, but that's what was the sweet spot for me, okay? We're gonna back out of here, we're gonna go to movement. We want to make sure sprint assist, tactical sprint assist is on, okay? So we have off, on in this. When I say on, just have it tactical sprint assist, okay? We're going to show more, and just make sure, guys, the sprint assist delay is 0. Make sure that's not bumped up. Also, we want smooth movement, right? So we want this at 0, sprint assist sideways and backward, I left these on. Mantle assist, I turned it off. Crouch assist, we have off. Corner slice, we don't need this, I turned it off. And just a key little tip trick, guys, wall jump assist, right? So later in the beta, many months ago, we found out that the sideways only is the way to go. And guys, I've tried it in the retail version right now that just came out. It still feels the same. I recommend putting sideways only, so when you get into these wall jump scenarios, it's going to auto do it for you, and it's not going to hinder your game, right? Instead of having it on or all these other settings, I like sideways only, and you'll get the feel of it when you play. When you jump near a wall, it's going to activate instantly, which is great. Give this a try. If you don't like it, this new, wall jump system, just turn it off. But honestly, guys, I like sideways only now. I got used to it. Combat roll assist, I just left off. Now we want slide dive behavior, tap to slide. Again, I have paddles, so when I'm doing it, I'm tapping the paddle on the bottom of the controller to tap to slide. I left medium for activation delay, because sometimes if you put it on short, it might accidentally trigger when you don't want it. So I just left it on medium. It feels fine. Don't stress on that, guys, okay? Next, automatic airborne mantle, I turned off. Sprint restore on. I left these on. We don't need the parachute behavior. I turned that off. Wingsuit, just leave it on manual. And pretty much everything's the same here. Make sure, again, tap to slide for slide combat roll behavior in case you need to get in that animation. And I'm trying to go quick for you guys here. Movement advanced settings. This is how I have it. So if you want to copy this, guys, I'm not going to read through all this, but this is how I show it here, okay? Let's see, in the vehicle, I just left these all default, right? Next, we're going to go to combat. So just keep this the way I have it. You don't need to really mess around too much in here. Very minimal changes, if any. Just keep it like this, guys. And then we have combat advanced settings. Again, I'm going to show you everything I have here. Quick tip that I personally like, interact reload behavior. I prioritize reloading. I have it on for multiplayer. Weapon mount exit, we want instant to be as quick as possible. I make sure we have instant. We always want to be zippy zappy. Akimbo behavior, guys. Change this to paired. So if you have akimbo weapons, you don't have to press both buttons, usually LT, RT, or however you have it. So now if you press one of them, it's going to activate both weapons to make life much easier. Quality of life, make things easy. So akimbo behavior, you always want paired. Press one button, it's going to shoot both weapons. Just a quick tip. Other than that, we want to leave these on, weapon mount, return off, and then leave these two on, okay? So I think we covered pretty much everything in this section. Yeah, everything looks good here. So now we're going to go into, and sorry, no keyboard or mouse, guys, I'm on controller. But we need to go into graphics. There's going to be some key things here. Echo mode preset, I have it off. Again, I'm on the Xbox Series X Next Gen, so I would just turn it off if you have that, or a higher level of like a PC, or even if you have PS5 that can handle it, just turn it off. We don't need this. Brightness, I left it default. And now quality, some big things. We want world motion blur off. We don't need to be blurry. We don't need weapon motion blur. We turn this all off. Fidelity, FX cast, we want to turn this on, and we want it all the way to 100. It's going to help it make it look better as well. So go all the way to 100. And on-demand texture streaming, I just left it by default. View, key, big. I play on 110 personally. I feel it's the best overall FOV. Some people like to go all the way up. Some people want to go down. I'm giving you my experience, guys. 110, sweet spot. I wouldn't change it. Stick with 110. We want ADS field of view affected, and we want weapon field of view wide. These little changes are going to help with visual recoil. We need to make sure we use these settings. And then if you're in a vehicle, I left it wide. Now, camera. First person camera movement, similar to Warzone, guys. We want least 50%. Third person, least 50%. And we're going to leave these. And guys, if you feel a little sickness or something with the inverted flashbang, you can turn it on. I just leave it off. It's not a big bother for me personally, but if it's affecting you guys, turn this off, go in here. But these are non-negotiable, guys. This view setting, copy this exact. I'm telling you, it's going to help visually with any type of visual recoil and overall gameplay. It's going to feel better, okay? We're almost done, so we're going to go to audio, and we have some more important things towards the end. So I turned it down just a tad for the master game volume, just a little. It's a little loud, but we're gonna go to more. I turned off all music. I don't need this. I'll just hit up Spotify if I want music, right? So I turned this all the way to 0 for the music. Enhanced headphone mode, I just left it off. I can't really tell you guys if it's really needed. I haven't experienced that it's a must. But the big thing here, guys, I really like Sucker Punch. I think the audio mix is really good. You hear everything really great with this. I put on Sucker Punch, but again, you might want to change it to get that preference. I have a Turtle Beach wireless headset. That's what I use. And I do have earbuds as well. They sound great either way, just to give you some context. So I have mute licensed music on. I do stream, so I just make sure that's on. I don't need that. And this is preference, guys, for the functionality portion. I just left this on, so you might want to change it, but it feels good to me. I just left that on. And voice chat, I just turned this all off. I don't need that, but that's your preference, guys. You can play with that setting. It's not going to affect your gameplay. Lastly here, we're going to go into interface. We're going to make some big changes here in a moment. Again, I turned all this stuff off. I don't need this, so this is your preference. Readability, the same. I don't really need all this, but we want to go to color customization. This is the key setting I want you guys to go into. Now, what I did was I brightened up the enemy color, the team color. I just brightened them up just a tad. Went to custom color, just a little tad of brightness on these. Again, preference. But the non-negotiable, guys, we need to go down to color filter settings. We want to go to filter 2. We're going to use color filter target both and bump these bad boys up to 100 each for the intensity for world and interface. It's going to look better, brighter, give you much better color on the game itself. These need to be changed, okay? And some people like to play around here and change the colors of like the team and stuff, but I just left it. I just brighten them up just a little, all right? But make sure you change the color filter settings, okay? And that's about it. We're almost done. We have the gameplay HUD. So here, you can just see the way I have it set up here, right? Some people like to make some changes in here, but the biggest ones that I felt that needed to be changed was crosshair lines. We want static. We don't want to put it on or off. Use static. It's going to help you feel better when you're tracking enemies and in those gunplay fights. I'm telling you, static is a key setting, guys. I left crosshair line spread on, and again, crosshair dot itself, I put on, again, static. And the big thing I would tell you guys is change the crosshair color to this aqua color. It's going to help with visually to tracking your enemies. And what I'm going to do is, guys, I'm going to go in here. That is the hex code. So now you can just click hex number and put in that code, all right, to help you guys out. Just a friendly tip. Make sure you change this. Also, I left here on for the visuals, leave that all on. And the last portion here, motion reduction preset and all this, I just left this all off, okay? I felt you didn't need anything that needed this, all right? And lastly, I'm going to show you this. I left these all default. I did not touch these, all right? But that's about it, guys. I think we're pretty good here, just the way it's all set up. Oh, and one thing I want to show you guys. So we have dismemberment and gore effects. So I felt it helps if you turn this off. It feels like you get less laggy scenarios or some frame drops sometimes. I'm telling you guys, turn this off. You don't need it. You don't even notice it if it's on or off, to be honest. So I just turned it off and I felt it's a little smoother. So I just give you a friendly tip you might want to try if you're having a little issues or it doesn't feel exactly a little right when you're playing. Turn this off. Other than that, guys, very transparent here. I showed you everything that I had for all these settings. If you guys have any questions, comments, leave it down below. All right, I'm more than happy to help you guys, but I appreciate it if you stayed this long. Again, pause the video if you need to at any point. And again, come hang out. I'm on Twitch. You got a question, I'm here for you. But thanks again for hanging out, guys. Peace!